Welcome to Two Guys in a Podcast. I'm Tom.
And I'm Mike.
On this week's show,
How to overcome everyday challenges.
so stand by. We're going to get after it.
Shut up and sit down.
All right, so for some tools in your toolbox to overcome some everyday challenges, we went back into days of history.
Yeah, so this week in history, we looked back at some events that we feel represent overcoming challenges
Yeah,
and breaking barriers, or whatever you want to say,
because we want to inspire you to keep charging on.
and inspire ourselves and each other. Right. So we all have challenges in our life. Everyone has a story, and most people don't. Most people don't know everyone else's story. So, what are some challenges do you think you have in your currently in your life?
Well, I'm doing a kind of a new business venture, and so it's a grind every day. So when I wake up, I go to my not so stressful government job. I like it. It's really good. I like what I do, but I want to inspire to do more. So I have a little side business that I'm grinding it out. So I gotta you gotta stay motivated.
It's good. So the challenge there would be just getting into it.
Yeah,
Getting that going, getting
Staying
it up off
after
the ground.
it. Yeah.
It's good.
What about you?
Mine's more, let's say my physical appearance. My health. No, my health. My health is my biggest challenge that I face currently. And it's really more about finding the ability to be, disciplined enough to just do something about it.
Yeah.
So we may potentially be able to tie those two challenges together. Your challenge and my challenge.
We're gonna get there. So, we grabbed back some historical events,
We did.
and we wanted to share those with you.
We went back this week in history.
Yeah. So
So
some
it's
pretty,
February, let's say 5th through 10th.
yeah, pretty significant events. So, our first one,
Our first one was 1964. So this week in 1964, a pretty significant event happened. And we're going to build off of our last week's show, music. We talked about our playlists
Yep.
and music and things like that. This is continuing that conversation a little bit with our first choice of this week in history. 1964. What happened in 1964 in this week?
the Beatles showed up in America
For the first time.
for the first time.
Yeah.
So you may ask yourself, like, how is that, and gonna inspire me? Well, that showing up in the music industry and just American culture changed
The impact.
significantly.
And it took, like, there was an immediate impact, right? I mean, you
Right.
can go back and learn the history of it, and there was an immediate impact, craziness, Beatlemania, right? But you look back over decades within the music industry, and it vastly changed American music,
Yeah, absolutely.
or at least helped change American music. There was already a lot of good stuff going on here, but when the Beatles came, it was a whole new ballgame.
Yeah, Google that shit because you'll see some crazy videos of people losing their minds for the Beatles.
Just, yeah, Beatlemania, man. It was insane. And so the overcoming adversity there, or the challenges or anything, is just the fact that they inspired so many people. You can watch news interviews or interviews of musical bands and singers and stuff today, and they're still crediting the Beatles for a lot of their stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's been almost 60 years, right? 55 years.
Pretty crazy.
That's pretty amazing. So that's why we picked them for first. 1964, Beatles arrived in America for the first time and really set in motion pretty significant cultural change. And then there were people out there that said, they can do it, I can do it.
That's right. Now we get
And out of
music. We get bands from all over the world.
out of that, we got music everywhere.
So, number two.
Number two, 1986.
Yeah, big deal. I thought this was pretty nuts when we saw this.
I remember actually watching this happen live.
He was like 35 then. I'm just kidding.
I was actually a sophomore in high school.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty big deal.
And when I grew up in high school, basically my high school, we all played basketball. That was the sport, right? So this revolves around basketball. This involves some basketball. In 1986, an individual named Spud Webb. If you don't know who he is, there'll be a link below. Go look him up. Won the NBA dunk contest.
5'7". won the NBA dunk contest.
5'7".
And you know who he beat?
He beat his teammate,
Yeah,
Atlanta Hawk teammate,
Atlanta Hawk teammate.
Dominique Wilkins.
Who was
6'8",
6'8".
over a foot taller. And if you don't know who Dominique Wilkins is, number one, shame on you, and number two, go look it up, because he was a monster dunking. Him and Michael Jordan had dunk central going on in the NBA for a decade.
Yeah, some of our younger viewers will have no idea who any of these people
yeah.
are, but that's okay. Even my
Go look
sons.
them up, because it's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
So, what's inspiring about Spud Webb winning the dunk contest in the NBA?
So the deal is, if you're 5'7", you're kind of a shrimp, and you're an average height person in the world. but
Technically, yeah.
in basketball in the NBA, you're a midget.
You're the guy
right?
that gets picked last.
So the
Why?
fact that
But why would you get picked last?
Because you're short.
Literally, just because you're short. You could be a great player, and if people know you, they'll pick you. But it's really, we're talking about that limitation.
Yeah,
And
so
this could be a
this
fake
guy had a
limitation, but-
physical limitation that
his
he
height.
said, you know what, screw you, world. I'm going to be a professional basketball
That's right.
player. But then to go one step further and win a significant event such as a slam dunk contest, come on, man. If that doesn't inspire
Against
you-
guys that are a foot taller than him.
So you people out there whining about your situation, about your size, and about all that stuff, you need to get over it and just press on. Because guys, someone like that inspires me. Like
When he went and entered that dunk
Overcoming.
contest, people laughed. People thought it was a joke. It's a marketing tool, right? No. Go watch it.
go watch.
Pull it up on YouTube. It's amazing.
So that
It
should
is amazing.
definitely inspire you if you have any physical attributes that you're dealing with, whether it's just short or fat or whatever,
Yeah, whatever your
whatever your ailment
you
is.
feel your limitation is, break through that, man. Break through that limit. We've both been talking a lot, sharing a lot of information about David Goggins.
Yeah, I got his book right over
Yeah,
there.
so we both bought his book. His book just came out, Can't Hurt Me, on Amazon. I'll have a link below because he's worth it. He's a good guy. But he's a beast among beasts. He's just former Navy SEAL, ultra marathon runner, just freak guy.
But he was a
Yeah.
300-pound guy spraying for cockroaches
Yeah.
back in the day. But he's an interesting story. Check him out. YouTube him. Check the link below. Check out his book. He definitely is inspiring.
And he's overcome challenges within his life, much more than physical, just do amazing things. So it is worth it.
Yeah.
When he was he was 297 pounds. He went and ran 100 miles.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Almost
All
died
right.
doing it, but he did it.
So we got old
Okay.
number 3 coming, which I think is just a
Number
really,
3.
really good. Or
Yeah.
excuse me, number 1 of 3.
Yeah, our last one here is kind of technically outshadows the other two for very good reasons.
Yeah. But just another example, though.
Yeah, so this happened in 1990. So this was kind of in this person's middle of this person's story, if you will.
Yeah.
Maybe not in the middle, but somewhere near the middle, approaching the middle of this individual's story of his life. And then what happened after this event that Mike's going to lay out here for us in a second, literally changed the world.
Yeah, for sure.
The world, not the world. So 1990.
Our number 1 of 3. Big deal. Ready? Nelson Mandela gets released from prison after 27 years.
27 years in a South African prison.
For what, right? So you got to do a little
because
research
he-
on the for
yeah,
what.
you
which
gotta
we're
look
not
it up.
gonna we're not gonna go into the details.
The guy is so inspirational and changed so many people's lives in the world. Went on after that, after he got released after 27 years for just basically being a protester, right? Political prisoner. Went on to be the president of South Africa, and in the first free, all-inclusive election in South Africa. Go look it up. It's an amazing story. The guy's
Yeah.
amazing, just inspirational.
Hopefully you
Just
guys
totally
have heard of
inspirational. Yeah.
Nelson Mandela at some point in your lives.
Yeah.
But there's countless stories of people overcoming adversity. That's a very significant one. So, our intent for the show today is to really inspire you to think about those everyday things you're dealing with and how to overcome them.
Yeah, so if we go back to what we said at the beginning, We all have a story. We all have our own challenges in our life. You know, someone like Ellen on TV, right? She ends her show with "Be kind, be nice to people," something like that. Because you never know what's going on. Like, I don't know what's going on in your daily life. When I show up here, I might be in a great mood or in a shitty mood, and you might be in a great mood or a bad mood. And I don't know. You don't know me, and I don't know you as far as what went on during the day. But just be kind to people and nice. So these people...
Don't be a scumbag.
Yeah, don't be a scumbag. These people overcame some significant, what people would think are some significant challenges. The Beatles maybe didn't overcome some significant challenges, but they really impacted culture by taking chances, right? Bunch of young kids.
Well, and I don't think they were like an overnight success, right? You take like, it just reminds me when you talk music.
Yeah.
Think about NWA, right?
Yeah.
Think about this for a second with the movie and all that, but think about what they overcome and their impact on the future of our society by what they dealt with to really stand for what they believed in. And that's what a lot of this is all about, right? You take the Beatles, you take Spud Webb, you take Nelson Mandela. They stood for what they believed in to the nth degree.
And they took chances. Every one of these, taking a chance. Getting outside your comfort zone, doing something new. If it doesn't, I think we talked about it earlier in a quote of the week or something, if it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. These people all rose to a challenge, and it changed them, and it changed other people around them. It changed people's lives. You say, well, how did Spud Webb change people's lives? Well, just the fact that he went outside his comfort zone, and he ended up winning an NBA dunk contest at 5'7". He's not even 6 foot tall, and he's out there dunking the ball with the best of them and winning. And that's overcoming a challenge.
Yeah, and a lot of times it's just like, hey, if that guy can do it, he's just a human like I am.
Yeah.
If he can do it, I can do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, links to all these events, if you will, or to at least their like Wikipedia page or something will be below, because if you don't know who we're talking about and why we would even pick these as the three examples we wanted to pick, you'll know after you read. You'll learn something and share it.
Absolutely.
It is pretty amazing. It's important to get outside of your comfort zone and try to overcome whatever challenges you think you might have. And then by doing that, you can inspire other people to do the same thing. And that's what it's about.
Heck yeah.
So we want to continue this conversation with you. We're the fastest growing channel on YouTube. So keep that up. Great job on that. We're going to be getting our plaque soon, our gold, our diamond, whatever they call it thing. It's going to be great. So keep subscribing. Well, you can't keep subscribing, but you can keep getting other people.
You
to
can
subscribe.
share it,
yeah,
and all that other stuff he tries
to
say.
Subscribe. Continue the conversation down below. What challenges do you feel you face, and how do you think you could overcome them? Start getting creative. Get outside your comfort zone. If it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. So challenge yourself every day. What do you got?
No, I'm good, man. I'm good. It was a great show.
It was.
The topic.
So thank you for subscribing to us. Thank you for participating. Leave some comments. Thanks for joining us this week. Hopefully the 3 examples inspire you to overcome some challenges you have, or to share them with other people so they can overcome their challenges. Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Tom. Deuces.